I'm sorry. I'm really bad at whistling. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 is directed by Francis Lord. It stars Jennifer Lawrence, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Donald Summerland, and is a continuation of The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. If you don't remember what happened in Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, let me refresh your memory. Where's Peeta? Where's Peeta? Propaganda, where's Peeta? Oh, there's Peeta. Are you coming to the tree? Oh, there's Peeta. Oh, he's crazy summons. Yeah, as you can tell, not much really happened in Part 1, mainly because most of the storyline took place in this movie, Mockingjay Part 2. In fact, the main storyline of Mockingjay Part 2 is Katniss tries to take down President Snow from his reign of terror in Panem. Now, my history with the Hunger Games franchise is this. The first one I felt was alright. It just, to me, it's one of those movies you like play in the background at parties, where no one really watches, you just play in the background just because. Now, the second one, I freaking love the second one. Catching Fire was absolutely amazing. It was one of my favorite movies of 2013. Mockingjay Part 1 was good, very forgettable, and it bored the crap out of me. This one, though, it's not as good as Catching Fire, but it's still really good. One thing about this movie I definitely loved was the acting. Now, in Catching Fire, that's where most of the actors, became good and became memorable. But the acting in this movie was really well done, especially from Jennifer Lawrence's Katniss. I really liked her in this movie. For the other movies, I just felt like she, we mainly liked her just because she was Jennifer Lawrence. In this movie, though, she really performed as Katniss Everdeen. Another really great thing about this movie was the action. Although the action wasn't as intense as Catching Fire, there were still moments where I was on the edge of my seat, and I thought the action was really well done. Plus, I'll also have to get this out. If you watch the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. Alien meets Hunger Games. I'm just going to leave it at that. Another great aspect about this movie was the character development. There were characters in this movie that I felt weren't really well developed in the first 2 or 3 Hunger Games movies, but really shine in this movie, especially Peeta. Now, I liked him in Catching Fire, but he did a lot more character development. His personality really showed in this movie than it did in the other Hunger Games movies. Now, of course, I do have some complaints with this movie. The main one I really had was with the pacing. I just felt like it wasn't really well paced, and although I liked the dialogue in certain scenes, I just felt that it was a bit too slow. I mean, for me, it was just personally too slow. I mean, it wasn't as slow as Mockingjay Part 1, oh no, but there were scenes I felt were unnecessarily slow. Another major complaint I have in this movie, honestly, was now, this isn't really a complaint, but I just think this movie should have just been one big movie. I'm sorry. I don't think Mockingjay needed to be split into 2 parts. I felt it should have just been one big movie, and that should have concluded the Hunger Games trilogy. I think my final complaint with this movie was that some scenes just weren't that emotional. I mean, there were definitely emotional parts in this movie, don't get me wrong. There was a bunch of sadness in this movie, but there's just some certain situations that I just felt needed to be explored more. Need to be more time to give the characters show their real feelings on an actual subject. In the end, overall, guys, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 was really fun. I had a great time. It had great action, it had great acting, it had great moments of intensity. The characters were well developed. It had decent special effects. Although there wasn't that much emotion, there was still some emotion in the movie that I felt was really enjoyable. Yes, it was slow. Yes, it didn't need to be split into 2 movies. But overall, I give The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2 a B. Guys, thanks for watching my review for The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like down below. My question for you guys is this. What did you guys think of Mockingjay Part 2? Comment down below, let me know. Anyway, guys, I'm NateTheMovieGuy. I'm just an average Joe who likes movies, and I'll see you guys soon.
As I walk through the valley where I harvest my grain.